DC crime. Did President Trump really need to do what he did? I guess it was this week. Well, let's look at it. All right. I've been to DC. I like the DC area. I like to go see the monuments. I personally have never had any problems up there, but I'm atypical, right? I'll go to Georgetown. I'm in Georgetown, get back in my car and leave. Or I'll go to Gaithersburg. I got a friend out there. Go to Gaithersburg, leave. I don't. I saw the. I've seen everything, and over the last 30 years, I've been there so many times. I don't go to the attractions anymore, and I never stay downtown proper. I guess I'm out in Georgetown, or I'm in for the day and out. I really don't intermingle. But Benny Johnson really brought it to a head the other day when he showed what happened at his personal home. Yeah, when you've got a murder rate that's higher than Bogota or Brazil or Venezuela or some of these cartel owned places in Mexico or I can go to every country, there's a problem. Well, okay. So what do you want? Two sides of the coin here. I don't really talk about politics a lot. I'm not really associated with a party. I'm kind of an independent libertarian. I know that sounds weird, doesn't it? But that's who I am. But let's look at this. Okay, what do we want? If I go into a city, what are my desires? Okay, I want to go to DC, see the sites if I want to. Now, a lot of people haven't seen them. Smithsonian's really cool, and all the monuments. I want to eat. Got to have a place to stay. Want to be safe while I'm there. I don't want to have to worry about somebody shooting me, stealing my car, or whatever, pulling a knife on me. All right, can I do that right now, based on the statistics in DC? The answer is no. Too many people have come forward and made videos about what's really going on there. Okay. Why wouldn't somebody stop that? To me, it would be common sense that if you've got an unsafe environment, especially in our nation's capital, and I know what Trump said, if this looks dirty, our whole country is, which is true because a lot of people not from this country will go there and they'll judge our entire country on that. Here's a good example. So chances are somebody's met one of your family members. May not have met you guys, but met one of your family members. They've judged your entire family based on that one encounter with that family member. And normally it's that uncle that nobody talks to at Christmas. We don't want our capital to be dirty, crime ridden, where nobody feels safe. And then we lose tourism because that makes some money on tourism in DC. And it's a beautiful place if we can get all the thugs out of there. Now, getting the takeover looks like yes, because somebody's got to stop. And again, I teach behavior for a living. Behavior ignored is behavior condoned. If you're letting 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds rob people and shoot at people and steal their cars and nothing happens to them, guess what happens? Yeah, that behavior continues. So that's got to stop. Our nation's capital should be the safest place that you can go. If it's not, just stop. It's not personal, it's not racial. Let me help you out with something. Black people, white people, yellow people, green people don't commit crimes. People do. 2 millimeters of skin, it all separates us. 2 millimeters. Go look it up in a biology book. 2 to 3. Some people have 3 millimeters. If that's true, then my skin color doesn't commit crimes. So throw that out the window. So why are crimes happening in DC with a certain population? No fathers. It's that simple. If you don't have two parents in the home that guide you, where do we learn against human programming? 0 to 7. If I don't have someone there, and I'll use me as an example. When I was in high school, my mom and dad got a divorce. And I wasn't a perfect kid, but I wasn't off the hinges. As soon as my father left, I'm a drug addict, I'm an alcoholic. I eventually got tossed out of high school. Joe Hunt, my principal, let me come back. He never told anybody. He erased it off my record. God bless this man. I owe this man so much. He's since passed on, but I did thank him. I just fell apart. I'm a drug addict. Then I started worshiping Satan and working for Satan. I mean, you name it. I'm drinking my own blood. I mean, I've just completely come off the hinges. My dad ain't been out the door 6 months. I lost my grandma. That was my rudder. So just look at me, who had been raised in a two-parent family, was not perfect, but I had great ancillary family members. And then I just unraveled everything. So imagine growing up in a family in less than stellar circumstances with little food, little money, little parental guidance. And now you can see why these things are happening. Nobody's ever taught them how to act. Nobody's taught them what to do. Nobody's ever provided for them. They've had to provide for themselves. And then the politicians don't seem to care. When kids are raising kids and kids are having to raise themselves and they're having to fend for themselves and having to do what they can to survive, what do you expect? Now, it looks like it's planned. He wants to get the homeless out of there. And do people choose to be homeless at times? Sure. But sometimes there's some type of psychological disorder associated with it. Just get them the help they need. He's going to move them out and get them the help they need. But if you want crime to stop, there have to be consequences. If you do this, then you receive this. It has to be immediate and swift, and it has to be painful if you want to stop a behavior. Because people only stop behaviors for two reasons: pleasure or pain. Which one's it going to be? You get to choose. You do this, you're going to get to do this. That simple. But immediate, quick, done, handled. Once people see that there is a line drawn and they know what happens once they cross it, this will stop. This ends. But we need to go back to what the origin is. We've lost the family structure. We don't have nuclear families any longer because it looks like someone's trying to destroy that whole concept. And it originates in Washington. Some groups are trying to destroy the family. Then you have one set of politicians campaigning for crime, and then one set of politicians saying they don't want it anymore. Why would somebody who's an elected official want people to keep getting mugged and having their car stolen and shot? Again, not really big on political parties, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Most people, most clear-minded people, want a safe place to go. So you'll get the vote again. You get to vote for whoever you want to vote for. Pro that, pro free speech. So, you got to choose. If you want DC to be safe, then somebody's got to provide the guidelines to make it happen. All right. Like and subscribe. And this is what I do for a living. So if you want to go by my website, scotferrell.com is how you reach me. Take care.